Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another Fear the Walking Dead video. Well, after that last episode, I think it's safe to say that people are not happy. Me included. That the whole misdirection thing that they keep doing with Alicia and introducing new characters, kind of taking Alicia's place, and the possibility that she's dead or the possibility that she's alive. They just keep going back and forth with this idea. And I really think they're just setting us up for heartbreak. I don't think Alicia Dunham Carey's going to come back. And if she does, obviously, it probably won't be for more than just a handful of seconds or minutes of the final episode. And if she doesn't, I expect her to be killed off screen. I think that that's the direction they're going to go. And whether or not that she's going to either be killed off screen or she is just gone, she's wandered off somewhere, or just the uncertainty continues to hang in the air. Because Troy, yes, says he killed her, but can he be 100%? Did he actually see her die, or did he think that he killed her because a shot that he took at her or something like that? So it's just been kind of a nightmare of episodes, and the writing and just the fan base is just utterly over it. At this point, I'm sticking with the show just to see how it ends. I don't really care at this point how it ends. It would be great if she would come back and do a cameo to kind of close out that character, give her and Madison the reunion that we want to see, but I honestly don't think we're going to get it. I've kind of gone back and forth on this, but just with the information that's provided right now, I think it's just very unlikely that we're going to get it. And it's just being one disappointment stacked up after another. And just, it's been a fucking shitstorm of a ride. And people are just not happy about it. It's just been a fucking utter nightmare through the whole thing. It seems that we have a couple writers in particular to blame for this. And why they're still on staff, I don't know. Because you think that after so many episodes that they write, that once they see the reviews of those episodes, they would maybe rethink the whole writing strategy for this team and dismiss them, or just move them off of the main writing team, bring in somebody new, or bring in some old writers that know what the fuck they're doing with these characters. Because the dialogue alone and the commitment I think that some of these actors have, like bringing back Madison, I'm convinced at this point was 100%. They told the actress that we will pay you gobs of money if you come back, because I don't see her committed. I don't see her heart in these lines that she's delivering. It's terrible, and just, it's very heartbreaking to see it, because the first few seasons of the show were pretty damn good and just declined steadily after that. It's becoming too much to bear, so it's really very good that the show is coming to an end. If they were to continue on with a season 9, I don't know what they could do with it. They would have to cough up so much money, I think, because I think the budget has also been kind of neglected or cut with this last episode, because it's been the general consensus this last episode was terrible, and I did my whole own review about it. We had scenes that were cut where we had a build up to a battle. The battle itself was cut. We just saw the aftermath, and just things didn't make sense, like when Strand and Tracy escape the boat, they automatically find each other, and then they automatically find Madison. It's like they just conveniently know where these people are at all times, apparently. It's been one hell of a ride, and not in the good way. But with that little bit of ranting out of the way, I wanted to jump in the breakdown for this next set of episodes, because we're going to get a 2-part finale. I believe they're going to be back-to-back, and so we're going to break down the teaser that we got for the remaining episodes. And I really don't know what they can do with these 2 episodes, how much story they can really cram into them, because if they do by some miracle bring Alicia back, they really just need to get on it and get her involved, because why would you also introduce new characters? And we'll get into these characters. They're really kind of pointless, and with these characters too, they're kind of hinting at the idea that Alicia's gone and she's not coming back. Whether or not she's dead, or whether or not she's out of the picture completely is yet to be seen, but again, I'm done ranting. But this first shot from the tease for the next couple episodes, we just have Madison, and this is after she's taken the truck at the end of the last episode. We have Victor and Dwight and June and the whole rest of that gang tracking her down, and they're getting a hold of her over the radio. What are you doing? And just very casually, I'm gonna go kill Troy, like she's been trying to do for the last few episodes, and hunting down Alicia's corpse, trying to put her to rest. And all the while, too, she's carrying around the remains of Nick, these ashes in a coffee can. And that's just a whole nother fucking complaint, I think. In the next shot, we have her holding Alicia's bone prosthetic, probably carrying this around as a constant reminder. And it's not really, I think at this point, it's just a constant reminder that Alicia may or may not be dead, and it's just too much to deal with at this point. Then we got our herd here that we know Troy has been building up, because this is Troy's go-to. He likes to use herds to do his dirty business. And we see from the shot here with a few men that we see in the shot, we see that Troy's main little sidekick or whatever that was in that standoff, Daniel and Luciana and the rest of that little group at the gas station, he apparently survived that because it was supposedly a big battle that we didn't see. But from what I can tell, it looks like a lot of the same guys that were in that little standoff are in this shot. So it's, again, just a whole nother set of complaints for this one. Then we got a scene where it looks like our group caught up to Madison and sees this truck back, and what they're going to do, who knows. It's just, the story's just so left and right and just all over the place, makes no sense. Characters that are showing up randomly in different places and where they shouldn't be, and just how they're knowing where other characters are. It's just like, how do they track her down, honestly? So it's whatever. Moving on to the next shot, we have a little conversation happening between Troy and Tracy. So at some point, Tracy gets back with her father, and he's talking about how they now have a place to live, or they have somewhere safe to be. So, I don't know. With the introduction of Tracy, I don't particularly care for this character. I understand that she is this way because look who her father is. He's a very manipulative, and he's very unstable, and just, it's a lot. And we got one scene where we see somebody get shot, and this is probably obviously that same person where their car's tipped over, being surrounded by walkers. Not sure who this is yet. Then we got Alicia's fan club. They were introduced in the last episode. This group of women, or I don't know if there's any men in this group, but this group of women here, these three, saying how Alicia saved them. Then we have the one in the middle talking about how she knows Strand because her and her father were turned away from the tower. Her father ended up dying shortly after, and it was after this that Alicia came into her life and came into these other women's lives, saved them at a time that they needed it, and so now they're going around keeping her alive, keeping the memory of Alicia alive. Then they have this weapon on their wrist that's supposed to be something similar to what she had with her bone prosthetic. Then we got this kind of mystery shadow shot. I want to say one of the people in the background is probably Daniel, judging by the hat. Maybe this is Victor, and he's carrying somebody. Could this be the corpse of Alicia? Definitely a possibility, and definitely the possibility that everyone's going to be super pissed by the time this is done and over with. Because that's what it looks like to me, that this could possibly, because they have this person, it looks like they're missing an arm, and they are wrapped in a blanket. So, just really seeing this shot and breaking it down, I'm just automatically pissed off now. And it looks like we're all going to be set up to really hate this show going out, because they keep doing these things. This shot alone, now that I'm really looking at it and really studying it, that's what it really looks like. This could be the reveal that Alicia is actually dead. Then we got Madison, who has finally caught up to Troy, got him on his knees, and she's ready to cave in his head with her trusty sledgehammer. He's throwing up his arms and trying to make his case. Maybe he has Tracy there trying to protect her too. So it looks like this is possibly, with the bed truck kind of in the background, this looks like that might be the scene from the trailer where they see the truck getting launched in the fucking air. This could possibly be his and Tracy's truck. And I wonder here too, this could go a couple different directions. One's probably far less likely, with this being the last of it, and maybe even the last of some of these characters we'll see. Could this be Troy trying to make a trade, trying to offer up information? Maybe he tells her where Alicia is. Maybe he says that she's not dead, and he's trying to really bargain his life and bargain the life of his daughter, and offering up this information. And maybe, and this is the far less likely, he offers up this information in trade for their lives, that I give you this information and you let us go. And then we see Troy and Tracy go off into the sunset, and we never see them again. That is far less likely, but I can see it as where they wouldn't want to leave Tracy without a parent, regardless of who it is. and we see them go off and they just live their life, and then maybe Madison buries Alicia, she goes off and completely just goes off on her own, leaving open the possibility that we could see them in a spinoff. But again, this is all speculation and possibilities that may not ever come to fruition. And that is the last shot of this current teaser. Maybe we'll get another teaser before these last couple episodes. Not looking good as far as will we see Alicia alive again. And that's just me judging it all off that one screenshot and just the direction they go with her little pep squad trying to keep her memory alive, and just kind of all the other clues they're kind of throwing us, and from the simple fact from, I guess, previous videos and interviews and things like that, that Alicia Dunham Carey has no interest in coming back to this world, that she was very happy to leave it and be done with it. And it could very well be the fact that maybe she hated Scott Gimple, maybe she hated somebody else that was in charge of running certain aspects of the show, maybe she got sick of the writing too. It's really hard to tell at this point. And that would be very, very disappointing for us fans to see it go that direction. And one of the star key players of the first episode kind of give the middle finger to the fans too. But anyways, guys, 2 episodes left, so we'll see what they do with them. We could be very well very, very disappointed by the outcome of this series. Thank God it's ending, because I don't think they could carry on anymore, especially with the writing team that they've had in place. It's not looking good for these last couple episodes, and people are tearing this show apart for everything that's left of it anyways. But if you enjoyed my breakdown, you enjoyed my thoughts about the show, please leave your likes, leave your comments, and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. So until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.